Assalamu alaikum. In today's lecture, we will discuss about group communication theories. So, first theory that is titled as general organizing theory, we have to discuss about this. So, general organizing theory discusses or explains that what difficulties or blockades we can encounter while organizing a group communication. So, in this way, general organizing theory defines that there are two types of difficulties or two types of obstacles which become problem in the organization of group communication. So first is task obstacles. Obstacles means blockades. That shows that those difficulties which are encountered by the group, such as planning an event and approving a policy. So it becomes very hard how to plan group communication and how to make policy for organizing a group communication. So such difficulties encountered by the group members or by the group are called task obstacles. In this way, the other section of this general organizing theory of the group communication is interpersonal obstacles. Actually, interpersonal obstacles indicate towards the difficulties which are faced by people who are participant in the group communication while making their ideas clear to other members of the group, or handling to conflict and differences between the people of a group. So in this way, general organizing theory defines that there are some obstacles, there are some difficulties, there are some problems which we have to face while conducting group communication theory. And those difficulties or problems of the general organization theory are divided further in two parts. First, task obstacles means the blockades which we encounter while planning an event or while approving a policy. And then the second section is interpersonal obstacles, which define that difficulties between people, how to make clear their point of view, how to make clear their point of view towards other members of the group communication, because in a group communication, people of various backgrounds are involved or take part. Therefore, such difficulties, such obstacles, which help us, which are developed and become difficulties or create difficulties to make people understand the point of view of each other are called interpersonal communication. And also sometimes in a group communication, when any conflict is developed or differences of opinion are developed, and how to handle those conflicts developed between the people and differences between the people. So such obstacles are called interpersonal communication. Thank you. Now the next theory of group communication is group thinking theory. So this theory defines that group thinks collectively, and this is possible when the group is very much are deeply interrelated or interlinked. All the members of the group are interlinked and there is cohesion between all the members. Then group thinking occurs. So more following are the features of group thinking theory. First, group thinking takes place when there is a interlinkage, rather to say deep interlinkage or cohesiveness in the group, or the cohesiveness is higher in the group, in the members of group. Then the second feature of the group thinking theory is that group often don't discuss all available options. So they are so engaged in a discussion that they become unable to discuss all the options. Then the third feature of the group thinking theory is that the solutions are often not examined. So the solutions of the problem of a group communication always left or mostly are left unexamined. And in this way, the fourth feature of this theory is that a group often fail to seek the expert opinion. They depend upon the opinion of their members, the members of that group. However, they don't pay attention or they don't see or they fail to seek to the expert opinion. And then the other feature of this group thinking theory is that groups are often highly selective in the way of handling information. So in this way, this is the long and short of group thinking theory of the group communication. And again, to repeat that group thinking takes place when the members of the groups are deeply interrelated, they are deeply interlinked, there is great commonness between all members of the group, or there is highest level of cohesiveness in all the members. Thank you. Now we will highlight about the third group communication theory, that is titled as interaction process analysis. So this theory explains the patterns of responses in a small group and also proposes four categories of interaction. The first category of interaction this theory proposes is that we get responses in a group communication that is a positive and a mixed action. So positive and a mixed action category shows that in the group discussion we get the results very friendly, and all the members or almost all the members come to agreements about the issue discussed. Whereas the second category is attempted answers. So this category proposed by the interaction process analysis explains that all the responses, all the suggestions, all the answers which are got, which are received in a group communication or in a small group communication, that come in the attempted answers category. Then the third proposed category of interaction in this theory is questions. It means the members ask for such information, the members ask for receiving suggestions, and the member asks for questions of some questions for the solution of those problems. So that category of the interaction proposed by theory is called questions. And then the fourth category is negative and mixed actions. So negative and a mixed actions category shows when there is a disagreement, there is a unfriendliness, or there is a development of differences among the or between the members of the small group communication. So in this way, this theory called interaction process analysis explains to the patterns of responses which are received or developed in the group communication, and those responses are categorized by this theory in four categories. First, positive and mixed actions means friendly and agreements, and second, attempted answers means all the suggestions and information or answers offered in the group communication. Then third is questions, means all the questions asked, or all the questions asked for the information or for the solution of the matters. And then fourth is negative and mixed actions. It means the development of disagreement, unfriendliness, and differences in the group communication.